Hi, welcome back. In this class, we'll be learning how to write regular expressions, and we'll be covering these 8 topics in this section. One is repetitions, how to write repetition characters, and next how to make them, how to make the repetitions non-greedy, and how to use character sets and character ranges, and how to use escape codes, and how to do anchoring, and also how to use the flags in regular expressions methods. Also, we'll see how to use groups in regular expressions, and also what are named groups. Okay, let us start with repetitions. Repetitions, these characters are repetition characters: a star, a plus, a question mark, and a number within a curly bracket, and also two numbers. These are minimum and maximum. These two numbers in a curly bracket. All these are all repetition characters used in writing regular expressions. Dot stands for in regular expressions. It stands for a non-new line character. Any non-new line character we can represent with a dot. Let us see the other characters, repetition characters. First is a star. Star stands for 0 or more. That is the meaning of star. 0 or more times of the preceding character. For example, here this is a regular expression, AB star. The star says 0 or more times of the preceding character, that is B here. All right. So this AB star represents A followed by 0 or more times of B. So this is these things you have to get into your mind. These are very important in writing regular expressions, and also if you are good in regular expressions, that will really help in facing interviews. Next, that is about star. Star is 0 or more times of the preceding character. Next, plus. Plus is slightly different. Plus is 1 or more of B's. 1 or more of the preceding character. Here the preceding character is B. So this construct, this regular expression says A followed with 1 or more of B's. 1 or more of B's. That's what is this construct will say. Next, the third one is a question mark. Question mark says a 0 or 1. Only it could appear, the preceding character could appear 0 times or 1 time. That is max. So these are the 3 most important characters, repetition characters: a star, a plus, and a question mark. All right. And then next one is a number in a curly bracket. Means this is it says n times of the previous preceding character. That is here it says A followed with n times of B. That's what my regular this is a regular expression says, n time A followed with n times of B. It's a number, is a fixed. Suppose if you put a 3 here, that A must followed with 3 B's. All right. And next one is and 2 numbers, m and n. Here we are specifying minimum and maximum. So minimum is minimum times the preceding character must appear, or the maximum times it can appear. I mean, it cannot go beyond this number. Suppose if we say 2 and 3, it must B must appear 2 times. A must be followed with 2 times of B, and maximum is it can appear is only 3 times. A followed with 3 times. That is the minimum and maximum. The next one is m, the one number followed. There's no maximum number here. Means maximum it could appear unlimited times. But minimum times it must appear is m times. But maximum it could appear any number of times. All right, that's what it means. A followed with B, minimum of m times, but there's no maximum. It could appear any number of times, unlimited. All right, then there's a dot. Dot stands for, as I said before, is any single non-new line character. That's what a dot stands for. Any non-new line character. So here this regular expression says AB followed with any non-new line character. That's what this construct says. So this is all about repetition characters. The repetition characters, let me repeat quickly. The repetition characters are star plus question mark and a number in a curly brackets and two numbers in a curly brackets. These are all repetition characters. And the star says 0 or more times of the preceding character. And plus stands for 1 or more times of the preceding character. And a question mark says 0 or one time of the preceding character. A number in a curly bracket indicates that so many times the preceding character must appear to have a match. All right, M and N is here. It is a minimum and maximum, and here without a maximum number means it's unlimited. And again, the dot stands for any single non-new line character. That's what dot stands for. Let us now see some code examples, and that will make it more clear for you. I'll copy a text. Let us use this text for our examples. Then let us run this re.findAll. And let us write the regular expression. I'll say AB and star. That is my regular expression. And I'll pass the text. Right? This is my regular expression. This is what A followed with star is what 0 or more times of B. A must be followed with 0 or more times of B. If I execute this one, this is what I get. I started here. It was looking for A followed with B. Here this is fine. It took it because A is followed with 0 or more times. Similarly, it got ABB. That is fine too because there are two B's. That is fine. A followed with the two B's, and here A with followed with the 0 times of B. That is also fine with star because star says either 0 or more times of B. So that's why it took all A's too, and this whole thing. All right. Okay, let us try with the plus sign. What is the plus sign says? It is either 1 or more times of the preceding character. If I execute this one, right? First, this is good. Is followed with the 1B. 1B is fine. Here too, there are two B's. That is fine. 1 or more, right? And here there's no B. Regular expression engine is skipping all this because there are no B's. There must be at least one B. That's what plus says. The preceding character must, the preceding character must be there at least one time. So these three are skipped, and then it is taking this one and this one. All right. Next, let us see the question mark repetitor. Let us see the text now. Text is that one, and let me copy this. I'll replace plus with question mark. If I execute this one, this is what output I get. Let us see what the question mark says 0 or 1 time of the preceding character, right? Here AB is fine because it's only 1. We got AB. From ABB, it just takes AB because it cannot take two B's. And then all these three A's are taken because A followed with the 0 times of B. So this is what question mark says, either 0 or 1. So that's why it took the 3. And from here, it just takes AB and AB. All right. Let us see the one with the curly brackets. I'll say, let me change this one to a curly bracket. I'll say 2. So this is our regular expression now. Okay. If I execute this one, this is what we get. Here we are saying that A must follow with at least A must follow with the 2 B's, not at least. A must follow only with 2 B's. That's what it says. And this is our text, AB. So AB, we cannot take AB because there must be 2 B's. So it took, next one is ABB, that is fine, we took ABB. And this, we cannot take this. And the next one is, from here it takes ABB, that's it. It has to be only 2 B's. The skips the rest 2. And from the next one also it takes ABB. That's why we got ABB. It has to be ABB because we are specifying it has to be the preceding character must be repeated 2 times only. Let us see the other one, minimum and maximum. I say, let us first let us print the text here. Text. All right. Copy. I say 3 and 4. All right. If I execute this one, I get A followed with, see, it says A followed with 3 B's at least, or maximum of 5 B's, right? All these we cannot, all these we cannot take, right? How about this one? It has 4 B's. Okay, we can take this. Even though there are, minimum is 3 B's, right? But it has 4 B's, that's fine, we can take this. And here, it has how many 7 B's are here, but we cannot take 7 B's. It can take only up to here. It matches only up to there. That's why it got 5 B's. A followed with 5 B's. Minimum 3, maximum 5. That's it. Here it was 4. That's why it took 4. So these repeaters are also called greedy repeaters. Greedy means they try to take as much as possible. Here, for example, there are 4 B's, right? And it took all the 4 B's because it can take anywhere from 3 to 5. But because there are 4, it took. It is not taking the minimum; it's taking the maximum possible. Here there are 4. That's why it took 4. Similarly, here it is not taking. It says minimum 3, but maximum is 5. So it's taking the maximum, it's taking the whole thing as much as possible. According to this expression, the maximum it can take is 5. That's why it is taking the 5. It's not taking A followed with the 3 B's. It is taking A followed with the 5 B's, the maximum possible. That's why these repeaters, all these the star, plus, question mark, all these are called greedy repeaters. Greedy, but there is a way to make it non-greedy. For example, let us see one more example. Here, star say, here says 0 or more, right? It can take here. It can make it as a 0, but it's trying to make it pause as much as possible. That's why it is taking AB instead of just A. Similarly, here, for example, it has 4 B's, right? It can take either 0. It can just check. It can just take just A, but it's trying to get as much as possible. That's why it is taking all the 4 B's here. That's why it's the star, the plus sign, the question mark. All these are called greedy repeaters. They try to match as much as possible. But there is a way to make them non-greedy. by just adding a question mark. By adding just a question mark at the end of the repeaters, we can make them as non-greedy. Let us see some code examples on that. Okay. Let us take the same text. All right, and let us take one of the examples, like let us take this one. Right, if I execute this one, this is the original, is greedy one. Right, this is what we got before. We can make this as non-greedy. We can put a question mark here. If we put a question mark, it becomes a non-greedy repeater. We are changing the, we are adding something to this repeater star. We are making it as a non-greedy by adding a question mark. If we execute this one, it will try to match with a minimum. I mean, what is the meaning of a star? Star says either 0 or more of the preceding character, right? So it will try to make it as 0. Let us see what we get. So we got all A's, because it says, I mean, wherever is it's just making the B as 0 times. Here just we got A. Here we just got A, and all the, here just taking A and skipping B. It is making as a non-greedy repeater. All right, let's try with this with a plus. First, let us say what we get with the plus. Suppose if we run with just a plus, this is the output we get. And then let us try with the plus star. So what is the plus says? Plus says either 1 or more of the preceding character. If this one will try to make 1 A followed with just 1 B. Let us see what we get. This is what we got, AB. Let us see the text. This is the text, right? AB, just to get AB. Here from ABB, because it's trying to make it minimum, it made as AB. Whereas the greedy one, without a question mark, it just took the whole thing. It just took ABB here. Similarly, here it cannot take A because it has to be at least 1. The plus indicates that it has to be 1 minimum. So it just is skipping all this, and from the next two strings AB, and from this one it's just taking AB and AB, because it's a non-greedy one. All right, that is how to write a non-greedy. Let us try with the question mark also. This is the text, and suppose I will say the question mark. This is the regular greedy one. Let us see what happens. It will. The question mark says either 0 or 1 of the preceding character, preceding B. So it is trying to, because this is a greedy one, it's trying to get a maximum possible from AB here, and here these are also qualified because of the 0 times of B is fine. So, but wherever possible, it will get the maximum. That is, the maximum is to have 1 of B. Suppose if we make this one as a non-greedy one, see what we get. If I make it add another question mark here, it will make it this question mark as 0 times. Instead of 0 or 1, it will make 0 times. That's why we got all 0, all A's. Let us recap what we learned in this class. We learned about repeaters and also the non-greedy repeaters. The repeaters are star, plus, question mark, and a number in a curly bracket, and 2 numbers, minimum and maximum, in a curly bracket. These are all repeaters in regular expressions. And also dot indicates a non-new line character. Any non-new line character is indicated by a dot. And the star indicates 0 or more times of the preceding character, and plus indicates 1 or more times of the previous preceding characters, and the question mark 0 or 1 time of the preceding character. And within the curly brackets, if you put in a number, it indicates so many times of the preceding character. Similarly, we can specify minimum and maximum of the preceding character, and also we can say we can just give a number and comma, and without any number it indicates unlimited maximum, and minimum is this is the minimum. And the dot, just to remember, the dot indicates a single non-new line character. And the greediness, by default all these are greedy characters, but we can make them non-greedy by adding an extra question mark at the end, that we saw with the examples. Okay, we'll stop here, and in the next class we'll see the character sets and character ranges, escape codes and all that. Okay, thanks.